nothing about a correct explanation of your presence over here.
Welcome back to our continuing series on using GIS to analyze the Vietnam War. In this third video, we'll finish loading the remaining regional data sets, explore the information contained within each data set, and adjust how each layer is displayed on the map. If you followed along with video number 2 on loading data, your screen should already include the province layer. Now let's load the remaining regional data files. These include Southeast Asia file, core tactical zones, districts, roads, rivers, cities, and camps. Once loaded, you'll see each of these layers appear in both the map window and in the layers panel. Man, that's a lot of data, so let's go ahead and clean that up. First, we'll adjust the layer order, which determines which layers are on top of which others. Think of layers like sheets of paper. When you stack them one on top of each other, the layers at the top are visible and the layers below may be hidden. This becomes especially important when working with multiple data sets because some layers can obscure other layers. To change the sequence, go to the Layers panel, right-click and drag the Southeast Asia file above all the other layers. You'll notice that the layers below are now hidden on the map. We want the Southeast Asia layer at the bottom of the list. So one by one, drag the core, province, city, camp, river, and road layers above the Southeast Asia layer. As you do this, each layer becomes visible in the map again. Before we finish, let's make the data look more like a proper map. I've already created several styles for the data sets, and we'll use those today. Later in the series, we'll go into detail on how to create and customize styles, but for now, we'll use the existing ones. If you haven't already downloaded the style.zip folder, you'll need to do that first, and save it to the same directory as you are keeping your Vietnam War data. Right-click on any layer and open the Properties menu. In the Properties window, click on Symbology on the left-hand menu. At the bottom of the window, click on the Style button and select Load Style. In the new window, use the 3 dots next to File to navigate to the Styles folder and select the appropriate style, for example, the one for roads, and click on Load Style. In most cases, you won't need to adjust the checked options on the next screen, just select OK. You should now see the roads symbolized on the map. To view the legend for the roads layer, click on the black arrow next to the layer name in the Layers panel. Repeat the process for each of the remaining layers. Once finished, your map should closely resemble the one shown on the screen. You can zoom in and out. Let's go to a province and try turning on and off the various layers by clicking on the box. Save your project to your GIS folder and we'll start here next time. Now let's learn how to identify features on our map. From the menu icon at the top, select the blue circled eye. This is the Identify Features tool, and it allows you to select and examine lines, points, or polygons on the map. If you don't see this icon, right-click in the toolbar area and be sure that the Attributes toolbar is selected. Once you click on this icon, your cursor is ready to identify features. Keep in mind, it only selects from the currently highlighted layer in the Layers panel. In this case, we'll start with a roads layer. To identify a line feature, such as a road, first highlight the roads layer, then click on a road in the map. Here you can see that Route QL4 has been selected and is now in red. The attributes data includes the route number and the type of road. Next, to identify a polygon such as a province, highlight the province layer and click on a province in the map. In this example, you can see the province name along with population data for 1959 if known, and again for 1967. The attribute information is essential for later analysis, so it's important that you understand how to access it. Take a moment and try identifying features from each layer. First, click on the layer in the Layers panel to highlight it, and then click directly on a feature in the map window. You'll notice that the selected feature is highlighted in red, and the window appears on the right side of the screen, showing the attribute data associated with that feature. That's it for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications if you want to be alerted when the new videos are released. In the next video, we'll discuss some important tools, loading plugins, and start loading the Vietnam War era data. Thanks for watching.